In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the xtabs function to create a contingency table based upon a data frame. If you look over here, I've got a data frame already loaded up called dat, and it's got two variables, and inside the variables there's just some letters I loaded up so we could use this here. You'll notice this variable x has a, b, b, c, a, c, b, and then y has just got x and y values in here. And what the xtabs function will do is it'll go through and just count how many times I have an a and an x together, b and a y together, all the little combinations of options between one column and the next. It'll count those up and give me back a table for something like that, a contingency table. So how this will work is you'll use the xtabs function, and then what you have to give it is a classifying formula, I guess we'll call it. And the way you'll do that, you'll start with a little tilde, and you'll tell it what variables you want to make the classifications go by. So I can say x, and I can say plus y. And then you have to tell it where your data lives. And my data lives in the data frame dat. So data is in dat. And then I can just hit run there. And what I'll get back is this little matrix slash table here that'll tell me that in my original data frame, there were two spots where I had ax together. There's one right there, and there's another one right here, and there's no more. It'll tell me there's one spot where there was an a with a y. That's right here. There's nothing where I have b and x. There's nothing where I have c and y. But there are two spots that have c and x and b and y sitting in there. So that accounts for everything where I cross-classify it. Now what I can also do, if I don't like the table showing up that way, if I switch the order here between y and x, that will actually just transpose the table for me in a different fashion there. But I can still get this contingency table made out of a data frame if I use this xtabs function. So that's how you go about doing it. There's some other options down there you can use. You can experiment with those if you want.